These creatures' fur matches the exact patterns found in the carpets that they live on. They flatten themselves down until they're nearly invisible, except for their brightly colored tail, and scoot along, eating crumbs and dirt they find, like a Roomba. But if anyone is lost down these endless hallways, they will levitate up behind you, go through your belongings, and steal things. Then they will use the things they steal to make a little breadcrumb trail to get you more lost. Put your flashlight on the edge of a pit. Drop your phone in a toilet. These creatures are called the Landermen. They live up on a higher floor full of stars. They fly through the stars on this floor and drop down through lights of lower floors. They start babbling to themselves in presumably some sort of language. And just as suddenly as they arrive, they levitate back up through the light they came from. The little pyramid that floats above their head is not attached in any way. You can just pick it up. It causes no harm to the Landerman, but that's kind of rude. Why would you steal that? This creature is called the Dandelion. There was a typo in the name registry. It was supposed to say dandelion, but I can't spell. It flies around in a loop in these hallways, and its horns are very hot, and it is very fast. So you are going to want to dodge if you hear this thing approaching. If you see it, it might be a little too late. You might just want to hit the floor as fast as you can, try to get underneath it. It's not hostile, but it's not friendly, and it just goes on an endless loop, never stopping to eat, drink, sleep. No one really knows too much about it. Seems to be the only one in existence. This creature is called Kevin. It doesn't appear to be sentient. He just kind of sits there. The face that he has isn't real, it's just Sharpie. And the clothes look like they were just put there by someone, not naturally occurring, so it's kind of assumed that in his natural state, Kevin's a formless blob. This creature is called the Porcelain Brawler. They live between very bright areas and very dark areas, usually in doorways. They're very large, and they're one of the few hostile creatures that lives down here. You get close, they start punching. There hasn't been any major injuries recorded, but it's not nice to get punched. And scans have revealed that beneath their porcelain shell are living organisms. So either it's multiple organisms that are all levitating in sync with each other, or it's one organism that's somehow segmented and not connected. These creatures are called the Hallwalkers. They're very similar to the orange dudes in the last video, and DNA tests have confirmed they are in fact related. They exhibit a lot of the same behaviors, disappearing, reappearing when you least expect it, and they smell like blue raspberry. This creature is called Mr. Hoover. He is extremely elusive. You can search and search and search, but you will never find him. There's one way to sort of summon him, and that's to make a mess. You make a mess, you wait, slowly but surely, he'll come along, clean the whole thing up, and then without saying a word, scoot away. I'm making a scooting gesture with my hands, but you can't see that. This is the plumbing fish. Oh, they have a fish head and a fish tail of non-matching species, and a large metal pipe that connects the two, with two knobs on either end for hot and cold. You can turn those knobs and then they're able to spit hot or cold water. Turn them both, you get lukewarm. And this door is actually on the edge of their habitat. They live in a large pool room. but this one seems to have had the door closed, and they're not very smart, so this one can't figure out how to get it back open. So if you see one in distress like this, you should probably help them. They can breathe out of the water, but sitting like here can't be great for them. Thank you for watching this video. You might have noticed that the art style changed for most of the video, and it was pretty different to my last one. That's because I was trying to draw after the carpet lurker, but it just wasn't ending up how I'd like to, and then I found this YouTube channel called Halogen Project, who makes music, but I was really inspired by their thumbnails, and I love the style, and it kind of inspired these videos. I'll link them in the description.